Hi there, welcome. Welcome to Homekeepers. How are you today, my friend? I want to welcome you. Come right on in, have a seat, get a cup of tea, and we'll do girl talk. This is really girl talk today, but I know we have a lot of male viewers and you just feel free to listen in. We're so glad you're there. Welcome, every one of you, new, old. We are glad to have you, appreciate you, love you, pray for you. I pray for the viewers. And even though I don't know your name, I'm praying for you. And I find the older I get and the more grandchildren, great-grandchildren, all that come into the family, the more and more prayer you need. I have a habit of every morning praying for every family member by name. And I believe that the Lord hears and answers prayer. I just thank Him. I say, Father, I'm so thankful that you hear me today. You know who else said that? Jesus said that when He prayed in front of the tomb of Lazarus. Well, got a new best friend here. Her name is Julie Ziglar Norman, and she is back today. She was on the last program. This is her book, Growing Up Ziglar. I can't recommend this highly enough because of the multiplicity of messages in this book, of being a prodigal, of going over the edge, of making all kinds of wrong decisions, of the faithfulness of God that brings a person to really a mature place in the Lord. Until now, she is ministering. That's the way He works. So hope you saw the last program, and we'll pick up from there. And I have a real live chef. Gaston Meredith was in the studio a few days ago, and he fixed up a few things for us. I'm going to show you one of them. It's called Napoleon strawberries. But before I do, I would like to tell you, as I did a couple weeks ago, how concerned I am for the nation and the things that's happening. It's going to take us right down the tubes. And there's one reason: we've forgotten God, kicked Him out of a lot of our institutions. And as a result, we kind of forget where we came from. I want to offer you this booklet called What They Believed. And this is by Dr. D.J. Kennedy. And he is with the Lord today. But you really need this book. And this is a book I'm offering you at no cost. The address is on your screen. Our 800 number will not have the information on this, so you'll have to write to us. And I would encourage you, if you can stick in an offering, it's very, very helpful. But as we are entering a very, very serious time of elections and choices, this is something that you need to know. Make sure your children know what it's all about. And so I will certainly look for your request in the mail. Appreciate it so much. As I said before, though, Chef Gaston Meredith was here a couple weeks ago, and he made a dessert that we're all still just salivating over, called Napoleon strawberry. So take a look. You might want to fix it for your household. It's always such a treat to have a real chef here. And we're doing a dessert today?
We're going to do strawberry Napoleon. My version of it is normally made with puff pastry, but I use phyllo dough. So to start, actually, I'm going to have you to take about equal portions of the whipped cream that's already made up, fresh whipped cream. If you want to use Cool Whip, that's fine. But I like to know what's in my food when I'm cooking.
I hate Cool Whip.
Okay.
I mean, we've used it here, but I...
And this is Bavarian cream, so add about a quarter cup of that to it.
About like
that right there. Yeah.
That? Bavarian cream. What's that?
It is like a vanilla pudding, but it's enhanced. It has butter and heavy cream in it.
Can you buy it?
You can buy it, but it's very good when you make it. But you can really buy it. You know, same place where you can find the Jell-O section. You can find little boxes of Bavarian cream and vanilla pudding. Yeah. But it's very good made from scratch.
And that...
There you go, about equal parts there. Now, this is Bavarian cream, heavy whipped cream, and mascarpone cheese. Mix all three of those together.
Like about like that?
Fold them all in together.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, give you an example of phyllo dough. It's very thin sheets. And what we do, we take 5 layers. This is actually 5 layers of phyllo dough.
Is that in the frozen food or
It's nested ice cream.
Okay.
Because it has to be colder than regular food, so it's minus 40 degrees. You need to keep it at, so it's nested ice cream.
And it's thin as tissue.
Yeah, it's very delicate. It has to stay moist.
We've worked with it a little bit on here.
So you take it and you brush it with butter, okay? and
this is the low-cal version.
sprinkle a little cinnamon sugar on it, and a little crushed pecans. Okay?
Oh, gosh.
And then you'll put another piece on top like this, and you'll do that 5 times. Okay? But we already
And that's,
have done it many times.
so those each have 5 layers.
5 layers, and between each layer are the pecans and the powder, and the
Man, I
cinnamon
wonder
sugar.
what you'd pay for this dessert in a restaurant.
Now, I'm gonna sit this over here.
Okay.
And if you want to bring the plate to my side, all right, I have a strawberry sauce I made. I took about equal parts strawberries, equal parts raspberries, and I pureed them, put it on the stove on medium heat with 2 cups of sugar, not in this one, but in the whole recipe. And once the sugar has dissolved and it becomes sheen and shiny and glossy, you strain it to get all the seeds out. Now, what we're going to do, you got a spoon here?
Yep.
We're going to build our Napoleon, okay?
Okay.
Napoleon means stack, okay? You're just going to take some and just drizzle it on the plate just like that, at random. And you take one of those and put it on the bottom. There you go. Now,
I'd say this would be about a $10, $12 dessert in a restaurant.
oh yeah, and some restaurants it may even be more.
Really?
Oh yeah. Especially when you get to cooking from scratch, because it's more labor. Okay, if you want to go ahead and just help me by scooping some of that in here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and give me one more generous portion and I should do it. Perfecto. All right, now I'm going to squeeze
I'm
it
still
down,
tasting here.
and I'm going to twist it. Now, you don't have to do this. I'm using a pastry bag. You just plop it on there however you want to. But I'm just going to take it and just go around it just like that. Okay? And we're going to take strawberries.
I just want to tell the audience, there's no way to describe what this tastes like. This, what do you call this?
This is the filling.
The filling.
The mousse filling. Actually, when you get to heaven, they'll have a place where you can.
They're going to have a lot of mousse, chocolate especially.
Oh, yeah. Now you drizzle it and you put a little bit more berry sauce on it. Alrighty. You take another one and you put it on at an angle like that. Like that. And we're going to do it again. Okay?
Have you ever done these for a big group?
I have. And it's time consuming, but it's worth it. And take the strawberries and you put them around. Okay? Just like that. Now, what I'm going to do in the middle one, just for fun, I'm going to throw some raspberries in there. All right? Just for fun. And drizzle it again.
Of course, this is, a lot of times, this is the kind of dessert that people share.
Oh, yeah, you share it. It's actually fat-free because you don't have to pay for it. All right, now, that's the second layer. And you just go one more up.
Oh.
Okay. Make sure you get that diamond shape to it. Now, when I take the top one, I really don't spread it. I just take it and
Just in a circle in the
blob
center,
it,
right?
And I take a strawberry. Maybe I will fan it
I
out.
could just eat that like it's pudding.
Take a strawberry, just make a little fan, you know, it's a little garnish and fan it out a little bit. Just put it on top like that and and you just drizzle it.
Gaston, that is a...
And if you want to be a little bit more nice, put some more pecans on there and there you have it.
Oh my goodness. It's just
Are you
gorgeous.
sure you want to try this?
I'm sure I do. I got to get a fork. I guess you use a fork, right?
Use the fork. It's going to break up, but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You just break it up and then you just scoop it back up. Yeah. There you go.
I like the way it sounds.
Have you died and went to heaven?
I've never, ever had a better dessert in my whole life.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, blessing, thank God.
And I have 7 great-grandchildren. Great. So I've had a lot of dessert in my life. That's the best.
So you have the recipe and you can actually make it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You have such a finesse, but perhaps I could. Perhaps I could.
And the difference is, this is all fresh ingredients. If you do buy prepackaged stuff, obviously it's going to taste...
It's not going to taste as good.
Right, exactly.
No. Well, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
And if you, my precious viewers, want a copy of this recipe, that information is coming up on the screen.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, please send your request along with a gift of $5 or more to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758.
There's an awful lot of weeping going on in this studio because that was on videotape. Julie, welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad to that you could help finish your story.
I'm glad that you wanted me to.
Yeah, we left off on the last program, just gave an overview of growing up in Zig Ziglar's home, and he was always a good man, always a moral man, but did not really come to salvation till Julie was in her teens, and in spite of this good family support, went into a real life of rebellion, prodigal daughter, and I think on the last program we were talking about the disastrous choice you made in marriage when red flags were flapping in the breeze and all. Did you ever just sit down and think, how can I ever get this back on track?
Oh, all the time. And I would think I was getting it back on track. And then I would continue to make the same bad choices and suffer the same awful consequences.
And as I said, bringing up things that we said on the last program, she really did accept the Lord at a Bill Gothard Basic Youth Conflict seminar, and those were, I think, absolutely wonderful. But you know, it gives me a better understanding of this. And a while ago, while I was getting ready, I thought of the parable where Jesus said, you know, a farmer went out.
Yes.
And the illustrations he get, and I think yours was the seed fell and the birds came and took it. You know, the Bible indicates that these other forces can take the word from your life, you know, after you've heard it and all, and yours is just a little bit of a picture of that. All those things in the past and friends and so forth, they took the word from you.
Just took it. And then even for the next several years, though, I pursued Christ, but with this burden of shame and guilt and a feeling of undeserving and unforgiveness because I didn't understand grace. And that's why I tell women, anybody will listen, you have to read the word for yourself, because if you're only hearing it when you're in church, then if your pastor doesn't happen to preach on something as important as the Holy Spirit and how he came to be a part of our life and how he indwells us and the power we have, then you are power. I was a saved person with zero power, because even though I was saved, I didn't understand the power and I hadn't accepted the full forgiveness that had already been bestowed on me. So I was powerless.
Yeah, and that's absolutely accurate from the Word of God. Now, moving along with your story, you entered another marriage that also had some red flags flapping in the breeze. He was an alcoholic, and you basically were as well.
I was too. I'd been drinking at home alone for some time. I wouldn't say I got drunk every night, but I really did look forward to the drink. But yes, when my husband and I were dating, he informed me that his ex-wife had accused him of being an alcoholic in their divorce decree. And I said, well, are you an alcoholic? He said, I would call myself a heavy drinker, but I'm not a drunk. And of course,
that is so trite.
I was so crazy.
They all say that.
Yeah, I was so crazy about him. Plus, he was the first man who'd ever been comfortable enough financially to buy me as many drinks as I wanted.
So, well,
yeah,
that just opens up the gates, doesn't it?
Sure did.
What I noticed, so you enter into this and blending families, which is a whole other program. Talk about a nightmare. Some of you people who are, you know, you're dating and you think this, that, and the other. You blend a family, you're really asking for it. You better be strong. But you joined a group as a Christian, like, was that right? And was it a counselor or a pastor you went to?
That helped with the marriage or the alcoholism? Which one?
No, the marriage, because you were about to bail out.
Oh, yes. We had gone to counselors off and on, and we just couldn't communicate. Without the alcohol there to help, we didn't know how to relate, interact, or anything. And over the years, we'd grown really apart. And then pornography presented itself, and my husband was not having much to do with me, but he was on a chat room, and I couldn't tolerate. It was kind of the final straw, and I really was so tired trying to make it work. And
your life is like everything that can go wrong. You just check it off.
let's check it off. Yes.
What I found interesting, though, you did go for some help, and the counselor, pastor, whoever says, you better turn him over to God because you'll just marry another drunk.
Oh, yes.
That was very insightful.
That was in the 12-step program for friends and family of alcoholics. And that's where I learned, sitting around those tables, that I could not do anything about my husband's drinking, nothing. That I had to trust him to God and focus on myself, because if, in fact, that marriage didn't work out, I would go with, if I hadn't worked on me, I would go and find exactly the same kind of man to marry.
I hope some of these ladies are really listening to this, because Satan really woos you, brings some loser into your life. And
and see, my husband was really just a gem in the rough. He was so many things I loved, but the alcohol was such a huge stumbling block. And then it was during that time that he went the next day and got sober. God removed the compulsion to drink from him.
Just like that, right?
Just like that.
My grandfather was like that. God delivered him.
Yes, delivered.
I think it's, I think though that it's very insightful that whoever said that to you told you where the problem was really lying, and that God did restore that marriage, and is still strong and going today.
Oh, beautiful. Almost 29 years we've been together. Now, we did have a rough spot after we'd been married 11 years. We got sober about 2.5 years in. Then we had this horrible time of growing apart and not really knowing how to relate. And then the pornography. And you know how it warms my heart to be able to share openly my husband's testimony as well, because he likes to help men with those issues as well. This is not just my story, it's also his story. So anyway, when we separated for a year, our church family came in behind us. We were new members of this church, and it was the associate pastor, who happened to be a marriage counselor, who worked with us and taught us how to communicate. But we lived in separate houses a whole year, learning how to put back together and put in place the marriage God always intended us to have.
Boy, the grace of God just is so overpowering in this story. I think it's interesting, though, that when you both quit drinking, you lost a common bond, really.
Yes, we did. We really did. We lost the thing that had brought us together. Interesting, my husband decided to make coffee our 5 o'clock thing, because we used to drink at 5. And so he became an expert on coffee. And we still did have coffee. But when we get there, we didn't know how to communicate without the freedom that the alcohol afforded.
Yeah. And the Lord has brought that to a wonderful, wonderful place. But on the last program, I mentioned that somebody by the name of Missy had prayed with you, and she had a dream or something, and she said, you've got to deal with something.
Yes.
And the moment came, you knew what it was then.
Yeah, as soon as she mentioned that she had had a dream and that she was supposed to tell me, this was a friend who went to my church. She pulled me aside as soon as I walked in the door, and she said, look, I had a dream last night, and I am supposed to tell you that until you do that thing that's been put before you to do, you cannot serve God fully. And I just wanted to crater, because I had just been asked the week before to do something that I did not want to do, did not want to go for anything. And that was, I had been asked if I would go to a post-abortion counseling group. And I said, no, I'm too busy. I've got a book deadline.
But you knew that's what she was talking about.
As soon as and I told her, I said, I know what you're talking about. I'll know what you're talking about. I'll deal with it. See, I was too ashamed to tell her what it was I was supposed to go do.
And what is your abortion experience?
During that time, between my first divorce and my second marriage, I was going to church. I was trying to get closer to God, but I was still living in the world. I was still people-pleasing. I still couldn't say no. But I hadn't got on any birth control because I wasn't planning on being active. I really wanted to do it God's way, but in the end, I didn't, and I ended up pregnant the first time. The man was not a man that I would or could marry, and I just went after 3 months and just decided abortions were legal and I was getting one. and I didn't tell anybody, but I also just put it aside, hardened my heart, and I will tell you that when I went in the door, at that clinic, they said, here, give us half the money and you give the other half to, they called him a doctor, but I call him an abortionist. And when I went in there to hand him the money, he said, I love stupid women like you.
Boy, that
Yeah.
really capsulizes.
Yes. And you know, the hate was palpable. But when I think back about the position I and thousands and millions of other women have put doctors like that in, I understand why he hated me. I understand fully. Now, he chose to do what he was doing.
And there was a second abortion, and I
Yes.
think you said the second one was easier.
The second one was easier because if you have bought into the idea that a fetus is tissue, then the earlier the abortion, the further away that is from being a real baby, right? I mean, that was how I was justifying it. And I had been in that family planning clinic system a long time because once I became sexually active, as a young teenager, I went and got birth control. My parents didn't have a clue that I was going to the public health services, you know, public hospitals to get birth control early on. And they indoctrinated me into abortion as another form of birth control.
I have had any number of women sit right there who've had abortions, and they pour their heart out. And I have learned the aftermath is absolutely predictable.
Yes, yes.
And when I read this book, you fit the mold. No wonder the alcohol. No wonder the behavior, because you need to medicate the pain, don't you?
That's right. And I did not realize that my alcoholic drinking began right after the first abortion. That's when I started drinking at home alone. Until then, I had pretty much just had drinks socially when I was with other people, but that's when everything changed. That's when I started working many, many hours and spending less and less time with my daughter, who was a toddler at that point. And eventually, when I had grandchildren, I wasn't comfortable holding them, because to hold them and smell that baby
That's the
powder
mold,
goodness, I hated baby showers, anything that reminded me of babies. But when God gave me that breakthrough during that Bible study, the post-abortion syndrome Bible study, when
Praise
he opened
God.
my heart to love the little ones, it totally put me in touch with the 2 children that I had aborted, and I named those babies, and Winnie Beth was my first, and Robert Curtis is my second, and I can't wait to see them in heaven.
Oh, you're giving me
Can't
goosebumps,
wait.
girl. Yeah.
Can't wait.
If you just tuned in, I'm talking to Zig Ziglar's daughter, Julie Ziglar Norman, and we are barely scanning the surface of this book. It's been so long since I've read a book of such thorough, absolute thorough, as I mentioned earlier, just check the list of everything bad and destructive you can do. But then the bigger list is that grace of God that makes you whole, makes you complete, and takes away. He takes away the pain and the guilt.
And the shame. Yes, absolutely. And God was absolutely right. He couldn't use me fully because my self-worth was so low. I felt so unworthy of anything to do with him. And it wasn't that long after I had been through that course that I came alongside Dad to help him on the stage, not knowing what the Lord had for me down the road. And then eventually, you know, a father, he's so gentle to bring us along. You know, I never wanted to be a speaker. I never thought to be an author. And God had a different plan all along.
And as your dad's health declined,
Yes.
instead of him being able to stand up and speak, you would interview him in front of these big
right.
crowds. Tell us about Ziglar Women. That website has been on the screen for quite a while now. And this is the way Lord uses these things. He doesn't waste anything.
Right.
He doesn't waste our bad experiences.
Thank
even.
goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Because whenever a woman comes to me and says, you know, when you said this, it struck me, and our marriage has been restored, or, you know, it's just,
You can
that's
talk
the
on
gift.
every
yes, that's
subject,
the gift.
yeah.
And
Addictions. Yeah.
all of it, yes. But what I talk about, all of those things, is from the point of victory. Because with Christ you can have victory through all of it, and you can get to the place where when you know him well enough to know his character and how deeply and truly he loves you, and you understand his promises.
Amen.
And you have to know the word to do that, to really get it. And then it will set you free, and that's what Ziglar Women is for. It's to help women who still, who regret and are tired of living with the consequences of their choices. But you know, there are a lot of women sitting in church and they look out there and they think every single person they see is more spiritual or closer to God than them. And I want them to know that if they have had, if they're saved and yet they are unable to share the things that they have had victory over with others, they are in bondage still. They're in bondage to shame and fear. And Christ does not give us a spirit of fear.
Yeah, I think I said on the last program that if you looked in the dictionary and looked for the word prodigal, her picture would be by it. It'd also be by the word victory, because we are victorious in all of these things. And I don't know how many times I've used it on the program that, and we know that all things work together for good. I mean, all of this stuff in your past, and going back to the bullying when you were just a young girl, and it sets you on a path of destruction, and smoking and alcoholism and promiscuity. Yeah, I mean, it's down the list. Bad choices with men, broken marriage, and Jesus takes all of that. Reminds me so much of that Gaither song. If there ever were dreams that were lofty and noble, they were my dreams at the start. And the hopes for life's best were the hopes that I harbor down deep in my heart. But my dreams turned to ashes, my castles all crumbled, and my fortune turned to naught. So I wrapped all this stuff in the rags of my life, and I laid it at the cross. And from that, he can make something beautiful. I am so pleased to bring you this kind of a testimony, this kind of an illustration of God's grace. Don't let it be in vain in your life. Please, please. And join me next time, remembering there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you would like a video copy of today's Homekeepers program for just $19.95, call 1-800-229-0059 for credit card orders, or send a gift of at least $19.95 to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758. Be sure to note the program number which appears on your screen.